All right. We're ready, and yeah, we'll be getting starting at 9 o'clock. So everything's up and running and good. So just grab a sip of tea and get everything ready to go. Hello, Spells wifey. I think you're there. So yeah, bloody marvelous. Um, just getting everything back to up to the top here, and what's going on? Okay. Um, just getting my Twitter sorted. All right. Go to home. Ah, that's better. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, what have we got here? Top chat one. Okay. All right. Oh well, if you're out there, text me and let's see what happens. So it's 9 p.m. and it's time to go. So I'm going to flick over to my Twitter feed. That's my background for the feed. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so right, it's the 18th of February, and I tested negative this morning. Negative for the COVID 19. I think it's COVID 19. It's been going so long. Tested negative, so I went into work this morning and caught up with some of my workmates and got into work. And yeah, so I've got sorted a photo um, for my Instagram of me back at work. So that's coming up soon. And then I'm still working on my TikTok for today. I've been looking at a few different things. My first day back at work, and I'm planning my next holiday is sort of a pretty common theme for that thing there. But yeah, I haven't decided yet. So it's getting a bit late. So last night I got all my social media stuff done pretty promptly. And I actually, apart from one small screw up with publication, I got into bed round about midnight and got 7 hours sleep. So consequently, I felt pretty good today and worked through, well, got up around 7ish, passed my test, and sort of slowly into work and finished around 6:30 actually. I had intended, or around 6ish. And yeah, um, that was it. Came on home, but I had intended to do a bit of yard work, but no, I decided against that and had a sleep instead. So yeah, um, that's pretty much it. So yeah, we could have a, well, I wouldn't say a late one, but we won't be. I don't think we'll be early tonight. Still working on that daily TikTok. I'm still working on something there, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what comes of that. So yeah, um, let's let's go. All right, let's have a look at our Twitter feed. And first of all, very important. Oh, click. Well, I'm going to start with Dairyman there because he's always good to start with, and he's got that one there. Well, that's me, Burgered. Um, that is a fairly substantial looking burger. Um, Whoa, I wonder what the story is there. That's a decent burger. Well, but how good are the cocktails? Go on, indulge. Nice. If I squint, I think I can see meat. Yeah, well, at Dairyman, I don't think he would be going down the veggie bypass anytime soon. So yeah, from Tipsy Oyster. Okay. So yeah, Dairy Man, he's on TikTok. I think it's the same guy. Yeah, got a pretty solid sort of Kiwi sense of humor, I think. Um, yeah, I don't agree with everything he does, but yeah, Dairy Man. Okay, so let's go. I'll go to the top. I just had that one there as my thing. Fergus, here's Fergus Hodson. Fergus is a local here in Ngaruawahia, and he's in the States or Canada. I'm not quite sure where he is at the moment, and he's does a lot of work on crypto and business things. Definitely, he's right of centre. I don't know how far, but yeah, this is his passion, is finance and crypto and that sort of thing. So he's yeah local here to this area, more out Glen Massey way. Um, I sort of knew his parents, and last time he was here, well, not well, a while back, we went out for a burger to Burger Fuel and had a bit of a convo and stuff like that. So he's been very supportive of my thing. So actually, I'm gonna give him a like there, just to Fergus. He does podcasts and things of his own as well. Um, I uh, haven't got anything there. What's happening here with my chat? Um, Something's gone. Harry. Um. Okay. It's just not showing. My chat's not showing up on that's on my screen, but it does seem to be going out. That's a bit weird. But anyway, maybe docking chat doc chat. Okay. All right. Oh, it's not showing up on my OBS screen. But anyway, hopefully I can get that all sorted. Oh, that was at 8:30. So yeah, here we go. I don't know why that is. Okay, okay. Um, so that's a bit of an interesting one. Oh, oh, there we go. It's back again. So, yep, I worked out how to solve that problem. So that's something that I learnt today. So I'm using OBS software. It's a free streaming software, OBS. Interesting software. So my chat box sort of reset itself, and now, so what I did was I clicked it off, and then I went to docs and I turned it on again. The old off and on, the old 1, 2, off and on. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. So that's Fergus there. So, oops. Now, this is something that we've got to, yeah, you've got to make sure you click on which screen you're in. Okay, so now we go. Right. Danielle. The worst timeline never misses. And that's like a UK. Dairyman. Don't dismiss the dangers of second-hand cake. Hmm. Oh, what's that? Oh, cake in the office should be viewed like passive smoking. Bringing cake into the office should be seen as harmful to your colleagues in the same way as passive smoking. Holy, jeez, this is radical stuff here. What's going on there? I don't know whether we'll be able to see that. Okay. Um, Alrighty. Oh my God, what next? Delay a television watershed for junk food advertising. Complete margin. Yeah. Oh my God, what next? What next? Don't dismiss the dangers of secondhand cake. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Whatever your name is, Doctor. Bound to be some doctor. Yeah. Sorry, no. Cake is good. I can't think of a circumstance where cake is not. Oh, unless it's toilet cakes, of course. Right. Don't dismiss. Please action. I don't know what that. Giovanni Tizzo. Too many New Zealand cooks appear to be under the misapprehension that a good burger is one that requires the ability to unhinge one's jaws. Yes, I see what you're getting at there, but I do say I was quite surprised. Um, just before Christmas, I went to um, the Avalon the bakehouse there with my good friend RJ Kamar for one of our Wednesday smokers. RJ's now moved on, no longer works with me at Wintec, so I'll miss our smokos. But we went to the bakehouse. I don't know whether it's the Avalon. I don't know whether it's called the Avalon one or not. It's the little one off the roundabout, anyway. And he had a burger there, and it was, well, when I looked at it, it was a pretty, it was a burger, clearly a burger, but it was nothing, not like that, wasn't quite as decorative as that one there. And yeah, he said, "Oh, that was a very good burger. It was just a basic burger done well. It quite surprised me at the time. I can remember that. Yeah, interesting. So obviously taste comes into this as well. Just cut it in half. Didn't even need to dislocate my jaw. um, at first, I thought it was a joke. Checked in the Guardians, and there it was. Now I feel so ashamed of having participated in mass potato side. I can't handle the tomatoizing emotional cabbage anymore. I hope this doesn't leak and then sprout into other diet choices. Oh, okay. Someone's being very punny there. Very punny. So, if plants are so intelligent, should we stop eating them? Emma Beddington. I've never been so shocked. Now I'll have no. Oh my God. It's bringing them out. They're all coming out. David. Okay, so these obviously watching the summer of cricket. This is a weak black caps size. Okay, so this is the first tweet. Usually comes up quite often. Tirangi Kamara or Rangi Kamara. I know I'm not. My pronunciation of his full name is beyond me. This country's top. Sorry, no. It's yes. I'd need to do some learning on that one. All right. I'm one of the rare. Now this is Chantel Baker, who's a well-known anti-vaxxer, well known, and Rangi Kamara is I don't know. He's quite a I quite like his tweets. I don't agree with a lot of them, but certainly he makes his point in a reasoned manner. Um, he is sort of relatively famous in New Zealand for some of his previous actions. He was part of the, I can't remember the exact name of it now, but up in the Uruwera, he was part of a group up there that were detained for something together with oh Tame, uh, Tame, yeah, the gosh, his name's escaped me as well, but yeah, so he's yeah, got a bit of cred, I guess. Um, I'm one of the rare unjabbed who caught COVID twice in 8 months. Both times I took high dose ivermectin within the first 12 hours, had lots of vitamins, went straight to sleep, and it was gone within 48 hours. Not saying that will work for everyone, but for me it was fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Interestingly, I've had COVID recently, and I don't know whether I took ivermectin or not, but I know that ivermectin is quite a well-known worm treatment, and yeah, my lovely wife's answer to most things is that you have worms, and we take worm tablets. So during the course of my COVID-19 confinement, shall we call it, I did happen to take some worm tablets, which may or may not have had ivermectin, but yeah, it lingered for a long time with me. But well, I wasn't. I've been worse. Okay. All right. Here we have Tao Inara. Usually comes up at least once. Um. Oh, this is about the kids that have gone missing out at Maricopa Way. They still miss the most important start. They went missing for a second time because essentially white folks aren't surveilled as much as Maori families are. If they had been Maori, the army would have been called in by now. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, okay. Yeah. That's a spin on it. Yeah. This is the guy that's taken his children out into the wilderness and is a bit of a survivalist, I guess. Um, I don't know how hard they're looking for him. This is the thing. All right, here's Cam Slater, who's been for the last few days has been making some aspersions around a National Party candidate and slowly drawing the yeah, well, we're slowly moving towards the target, I guess. And so it begins, a series of front page articles on the New Zealand Herald about the skullduggery, bullying, and intimidation inside the National Party in Tuki. They were warned. Now it gets messy. Dirty politics and stat selection claims a national candidate pulls out saying no one was paid to dig stuff up. Okay, so this is it starting there. I don't know whether this is the guy. He suggested earlier that the National Party candidate was a business partner with the current Labour Party candidate, Anna Lorke. So, we'll just have to watch that one and see what happens. A sort of interesting thing for the political tragics, I guess. Well, you know, people interested in politics. Don't mean to insult them or anything. Okay, what's that? It's also a good reminder that social media is not real life. That's true. Okay, well over 20 factual series, 5 of which I created. 2 times New Zealand on Air Doctors, ghostwriter on 3 theatrical documentaries, and couldn't count the docs, both TV I have been a paid developer and consultant on. Russell Brown, public address. Yes, he's a known, political person. I'm so interested in what parts of your documentary catalogue give you the status to lord over the standards, one of the toughest investigative journalists in the country. Help me out here. Okay. Okay. It's just a little bit of opinion going there. Right. Okay. Calls. Oh. Calls for urgent change to curriculum to teach students how to identify misinformation. Yeah. I think the ability to read would be one of the top ones. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if school teachers had to teach all the stuff that people thought students should know, um, yeah, there would be no time for the basics. I'm sorry, I'm probably sounding, I know it's old, but I think being able to be a strong reader, um, good writer, and have some reasonable mathematics ability um, will give you most of the skills that you need to be able to do significant research and to read and write um, widely. And I think that's what's not happening. Um, Certainly. Uh, so I think it's something that comes with maturity, basically. But some people don't seem to mature at all. I manage to leave the room to go the bar sometimes or the supermarket, but mostly I feel safe in bed. Next week, I'm going to leave the room and drive around the country and try to love life and myself again. Also, I really hate my book. In brighter news, the dog is almost 15 and looks like a puppy and will hopefully live forever. And my boy is going back to uni and sings to Elton Ellis in the morning like his life loving father, and hope is important, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I get Talia's stuff, other times I don't. Yeah, I always read it. Interesting thing. And it's Back to the Future with Lusk and Slater getting their dirty hands on National Party election selection again. What a sewer. Okay. Um, yeah, Simon Lusk is a political operative who many believe is, engages in dirty politics and skullduggery. But yes, I think I'll have to read that a little bit more closely. All right, here we go. A little bit more down here. Allegations of dirty politics have emerged from National Party candidate selection, with one would-be MP claiming concocted fabrications and half-truths surrounding his bid for Parliament. The candidate pulled out of what he called a manipulated contest designed to tilt the field in favour of former TV New Zealand reporter Catherine Wedd. The vote to select National's candidate for Tuki Tuki is to be held this month. With Elliott's withdrawal, Wedd is the only remaining candidate. Regional fracas has spilled out of Hawke's Bay, with upset members writing a party asking she intervene. Others have raised the issue with party leader Christopher Luxon. It has also seen accusations of meddling levelling at former whale oil blogger Cameron Slater and Hawke's Bay political operative Simon Lusk, who lives in the Tukituki electorate. Okay. All right. What's happening there? Right. Right. So that's a bit of political intrigue that's going on in New Zealand at the moment. Keeping everyone happy. Matteo, the tweeter. I think for the sake of the planet, I'd like to see a conversation about how to best retrofit these sprawling communities in the future from urbanists. The first thing I'd do, mixed use zoning. Let's get some corner stores in so residents have a place to walk to. Push the needle. This kind of dumb, unwalkable, single use suburbanization is literally all that's legal to build in most American cities. Yeah, interesting. Um, you can see a little bit of interconnectivity there between some of the streets there, but American cities, yeah. From my limited experience of American cities, they're largely designed for the car, for the automobile, and not for walking. And then here in New Zealand, as a surveyor, been involved in setting out a few, or worked in a few subdivisions and things like that. And yeah, back in the day, they used to put little in, connectivity areas, walkways and that between one street to the other. But they were usually only 3 meters wide and all fenced off, so they became havens for antisocial activity, such as burning cars and, assaulting people and things like that. So, on a couple of occasions, I've had the job of resurveying them and closing them and giving the land to the adjoining neighbours there. So the last time I looked at it, the current thinking was to make the walkways from street to street considerably wider and with no or minimal or low fencing onto them, so that they were quite public and open, and that sort of got a few of the security issues out of the way. But yeah, I think there's sort of, in some ways, there's too much regulation in a lot of this thing, and that obviously some people, you've got to let some people do some sort of slightly hideous things, and then let the whole thing evolve into a mix. I mean, I much prefer, a mix of old and new and different styles, I think, rather than trying to regulate, a cookie cutter sort of situation. So, yeah, interesting. Just build up a few stories, swap out a few homes for parks, slap some bike lanes down. Not hard at all. Yeah, a lot harder than you think, I think. Frozen Planet. Well, yeah, okay. Madonna accused of trafficking, removes all posts from Instagram. When will the Hollywood sickness end? Oh, that's there. Get that up to the top. Um, yeah, this is an interesting where Greta Thunberg has been arrested, and most people are suggesting that it's a bit of a bit of a stunt. So we'll see what comes of this after the day. All right, so let's something. Um, I've actually done my 30 minutes, so yeah, um, yeah. So I'm going to wind it up here now. I've done my half hour and put it all in there. If you've been watching, thank you. Um, if you're watching the rerun, well, come and join us for the next live tomorrow night. It's 9 o'clock. I think I'll be there at this stage. So, yeah, it's a big bloody marvellous from me. Have a great day tomorrow. And, yeah, cheers. See you.